How's it going, everyone? So today I'm gonna do a little something different, kind of a different video compared to some of the videos that I publish or put out. So I ended up buying Overwatch for Christmas. It was on sale. Picked it up for 20 bucks. I bought the standard edition. They're having the other, I think it's called Game of the Year edition. I ended up not buying that one, me being kind of tight on money. But if I did, had a bigger budget, maybe I might have bought it for the skins. But that's probably a whole nother topic. But yeah, long story short, I ended up liking the game, and I ended up pretty much enjoying the gameplay aspect of it. One thing I noticed about the game is the classes. There's a lot of characters in the game compared to all the other games of FPS shooting games that I played. I played Team Fortress 2. I used to play Quake, all the earlier games. I used to play 007 also for the Nintendo 64. And yeah, I must say this is almost a lot like Team Fortress, but just with more classes. And obviously it's a newer developed game, so it's the animation and graphics are a little bit more I would say better. I'm not sure if that might offend some people who play Team Fortress. I play Team Fortress personally, so maybe I'm offending my own self, but yeah, anyways, but yeah, there's different classes. You have offense, you have defense, and you have tank, and then you have support also. It's almost a lot like DC Universe also, but it's more FPS orientated. So yeah, it's I would say it's pretty neat. And each class and each character, even though they're offense, they have different abilities, different skills, and different I guess they call them ultimates. Yeah, Doomfist, for example, he's projectile, but mainly melee attack also. And we have Renji. Renji is throwing ninja stars. He can also deflect, not all but most projectiles coming at him for a short amount of time. And we have McCree. McCree is if you're more of a sharpshooter type of person. I would say McCree is a good class. And we have Pharaoh. As you can see, this is not her original skin. I ended up getting one of the loot boxes. That's when you play, and each time you level up you get a loot box. From what I know, leveling doesn't give you any type of advantage over other players. It just shows your experience level, if you really want to get technical into it. You got Reaper. I haven't played Reaper very much, and but I do know he can teleport, and he does have an ultimate attack where if anyone around the vicinity, if you're near him, say there's like 5 people just duking it out, and then he jumps in there, and all of a sudden he does uses ultimate. So anyone within that vicinity will pretty much get wiped out or killed. And we have Soldier 76. He's pretty easy character to use, especially if you're starting out. At least that's what some of the YouTubers recommend. So starting out with Soldier 76 or Reaper. I personally would say you could start out with any character. It's mainly what you prefer, what you like, and what you're into. So you just gotta find your playstyle. As far as Sombra is also offense class. Her specialty is hacking. So whenever you hack, you could basically deactivate all the other opposing teams' either abilities or special or ultimate attacks. So she can kind of come in handy. And we have Tracer. Tracer's very, very fast. She can kind of teleport, and she has like 2 pistols. But yeah, very fast. She's more of like a fast-paced kind of character. So if you like McCree but a little bit faster pace, you might enjoy her. I think McCree does more damage. Well, they probably both do good damage, but her when I found out, or at least when I'm playing her as a character, I always keep running out of ammunition. But if you have very good aim, you can probably usually knock out characters within 1 or 2. If you got really good aim, you could probably knock out the opposing team or one person within usually one load of ammunition, and then before you have to reload again. With McCree, usually one shot kill, especially if you do the right click or the alternative button. I'm not sure if you're playing console, but he has a second. They're both attacks. He has a single shot, and you have one attack is he'll fire all his ammunition at once. So if you got good aim, you do the second attack where he just fires unloads all the ammunition, and you can usually do one-shot kills. That's provided if you have good aim. The downfall with his attack is every time he shoots, it kind of recoils up, so your aim kind of jumps up, you know, when you're using him. And we'll move into defense. As far as defense, Bastion's pretty good. I mean, they're all good, but with the thing with Bastion is he turns into a sentry gun, which is right behind him right here, and it does a lot of damage. It's good to just clearing out enemies if you need be. And also he has this other one as a rifle. That's pretty handy too if you need to move around. And then his other ability is healing. And we have Hanzo. I haven't personally played Hanzo as much, but he's more of a, hold on, just trying to keep he is more
With
of
every
a,
death comes honor.
let me reload this back up real quick. He's more of a, I call him like the silent killer. Because every time I get killed by him, I just don't know where it's coming from, because his bow is very silent. You only hear it kind of, you know, cock back, and then you don't hear anything more than that. And then also when it shoots, all you hear is kind of just very, you know, you don't. He's really good if you need to take someone out in a stealth. If you're like a stealth type of person, he's a pretty good character to play. And we got Junkrat. Junkrat's pretty cool too. He's kind of like, if you ever played Team Fortress 2, kind of like the demolition guy, where you just, you know, I think he shoots out pipe bombs for Quake or Team Fortress. With him, he shoots out these little balls of grenade, and they pretty much explode. And then the other one, he could lay traps, and then he'll lay another trap also. You could lay it and you could detonate it whenever you need to or you want to. And we have Mei. Mei puts up the one thing I noticed about Mei is she can put up this little ice shield. So if your allies is under heavy fire, or if you're under heavy fire, you can kind of minimize a lot of damage. If not, just stop it temporary. The ice shield lasts for a good while actually, enough for you to get away or to, you know, minimize the damage. And also her other pistol is she can freeze, I think either one opponent at a time. So it keeps them from moving around. So that can kind of come in handy for your allies as well. We got Torbjorn. If you played Team Fortress or Team Fortress 2, it's kind of like the engineer class, except for him, I think he could build or deploy a sentry gun, and you could build it up to level 2. And then when his ultimate charges up, you could also build it up to level 3, which does a lot of damage. I try to use him. I want to try using him more often. So he's good in certain scenarios. It depends on your play style. You know, if you tend to kind of just set sentry, and then you kind of just stand by near it until enemies come, and you kind of maintain it, or you know, if they're coming at you, you know, he's kind of a little bit more challenging to play. It depends on your play style. We got Widowmaker. She's more sniper class. She could also lay traps. You know, she'll toss this little, I'm not sure, some sort of poisonous gas. And her ultimate ability is you gain like some sort of thermal imaging sight, or you can basically see all the enemies through the map. Especially, that's her ultimate basically. So if you have your allies with you, you're playing in a team. If she uses that ability, your whole ally can kind of get that ability as a buff. And switch over to tank. We have Diva. Diva's pretty fun to play also, especially in the beginning. Well, at least I played her. It was Diva that I would play, and then I think it was Bastion that I was playing. And then I didn't play much of the offense, believe it or not. But yeah, Diva. She's in a robot, and she can fire missiles, and then she could put up a shield too, but it only lasts very temporary. And we have Orisa. Orisa is she could put up, from what I know, is she could put up 2 shields, or not 2 shields, but just 1 shield. She can toss it and it'll just come up. And also she has her little sentry gun right here, so it's a little long distance range. And her other attack would be to kind of it's like a shield buff. She can't move or attack when you're using it, so I guess when you're under heavy fire, you can kind of put that self shield up. And we have Reinhardt. I found Reinhardt to have the highest amount of, when he puts up his shield, it has the highest amount of HP, so it takes a lot longer to break through his shield. Of course, there's other characters that can break through his shield also as well, if someone's playing that character. But it does, once it cracks, there's a cooldown time. So once the cooldown time goes back to 0, you can put up that shield again, and it helps. So usually when the shield goes out, you could just kind of either attack or you can just take cover. There's different strategies. And we have Roadhog. I haven't personally used Roadhog much, but I do see a lot of people online playing him. This hook attack is pretty deadly. If he reels you in, and then he can just clobber the crap out of you. So, and he could also heal. And I think he has some sort of charcoal or tar gun he can fire at you also. And we have Winston. I haven't personally used Winston much in the quick matches. Maybe for training. The thing with Winston is I notice his ultimate attack, which is he kind of goes to this crazy rage. So he just like starts swinging. It does a lot of damage. It helps on certain maps or platforms where you can knock someone out, and then they can fall off a cliff, So, and that and his jump attack. I think he has this little jump attack. He's trying to kick me out again.
Imagination is the essence of discovery.
So what I might do is I might actually make a separate video of all of them, maybe using all their abilities and their special attacks as well. Maybe I'll put that out later in the videos. And we have Zarya. Zarya, with her, she can put up shields also. Say one of your allies is under attack, you can cast a shield onto them to kind of minimize damage. The shield doesn't last very long, so you just be careful how you cast it. Cast it when they're under heavy fire or they're maybe about to die. You can kind of save your ally's life. She could also cast a shield onto her. So you kind of alternate between casting shield on someone, or you can shield yourself. You can also cast both at the same time. And she has an electromagnetic gun. And her special attack, as far as I know, was some sort of EMP where it kind of sucks all the enemies together, from what I remember. And let's see, we have support. As far as support goes, I played her personally. She can kind of heal partially. She has these little heal capsules, and there's a cooldown time each time you can toss them in between. I'm not sure what it does to the other enemy when it hits them, but I do know it does something. Either it debuffs or it harms them. I couldn't remember exactly, but I focus more on the healing aspect of it. That's what kind of, okay, I can use this capsule to kind of heal my allies or heal myself. And yeah, and she's a sniper class also. And we have Lucio. Lucio can both heal and attack at the same time, so he's kind of a balanced character between healing and attacking. And we have Mercy. Mercy is pure healer. She does have one pistol for defending herself, or if you want to use the pistol. It doesn't do much damage, but if you're a sharpshooter, I mean, you can probably use her as well. I've seen someone on the deathmatch before using Mercy and ended up ranking #1 just using her pistol. I'm like, dang, that's crazy. That's some skills right there. That's all I gotta say, because she was knocking me out and I had like a semi-auto type of weapon. And we got Moira. Moira can both heal and attack at the same not at the same time, but can alternate. And her other skill is, she can do a larger. She throws this little ball. You could select whether you could heal, or you could damage another opponent with it. And her special attack is this little beam of it's like this little beam thing. It basically will kill you if you stand there long enough. So yeah. And the thing about her with her healing also as well is if you use it, her stamina goes down. So if you have to use it on your allies to heal. It goes down, but it does go back up slowly. It goes back up even quicker, I think, from what I remember when I was playing her, when you're attacking another character or drawing the health out of the opponents. And we have Symmetra. I played Symmetra for a little bit, not on the quick matches or online, just more on the training. One thing I noticed about her is she could lay traps. She could lay up to 6 traps. They're like little miniature dolls. They're kind of like a sentry doll gun. So anyone that comes near that vicinity, it starts shooting at them. You can lay about 6 of them, not at the same time, but gradually. So you lay one, and then you wait for the cooldown time, and then you lay another one. And we have the last one, Zenyatta. Zenyatta is both a balanced character of a healer, and also he can attack. And he could also weaken your defense too, so if you're not careful with him. if the opposing team can cast that onto you, and it can make your defense weaker. So he's pretty useful when you're trying to break through shields or whatever. It's really comes down to, like I said, playstyle. It's very dynamic. Whenever you're playing, sometimes when playing in the quick matches, people are like switching different classes. Sometimes each match, that or they get killed, so they'll kind of switch. Sometimes they stay the same. It's a very dynamic gameplay. It's a very fun, interesting. That was one of the main reasons why I bought it. I went to the Blizzard website or the Overwatch before I bought it. I was eyeing it for a while actually. I didn't want to buy it, but after a while I kind of gave in. I noticed it was $20. Like, oh, that's a good deal actually. I was like, but wait, is it worth it? And then I noticed there's a lot of players. This game, I think from what I know, sold over 30 million from what I remember as of this date, and they say there's over 4 million players. I mean, that's a pretty good player base. And but yeah, just thought I would do this quick little review on it, and give my thoughts of what I think. It's an awesome game. I might do more further videos on it. Maybe some gameplay. I'm no pro gamer or anything. I'm more of a casual gamer. It's one of those things when you're, after you just come home from work, you just want to relax, that, or you just want to just chill, just get your mind off of something, so. And that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope this video has been helpful for you guys.